They live like that all the time, wide open to everything. While most people move through the day in straight lines, emotional people move through waves. A small comment can follow them for hours. A weird look can sit in their chest like a stone. They don't just notice life, they feel it in surround sound. And yeah, it can be beautiful, but it can also be exhausting. Psychologists call this high emotional reactivity, a nervous system that reacts strongly even to small things. For someone like that, emotions aren't quick visitors that knock and leave. They move in, unpack their bags, and stay a while. Where some minds are like glass, letting things bounce off, their mind is like water. Every word, every tone, every silence sends ripples all the way down. That's why their memories hurt longer, but their joy runs deeper too. It usually starts young. As kids, they're told, "You're too dramatic, you're too sensitive," just because they cry easily or get overwhelmed. But they aren't weak. They just haven't built armor yet. Over time, the world teaches them that their feelings are too much, so they start hiding them. They smile when they're breaking, apologize for crying, and say, "I'm fine," when their whole body is screaming that they're not. But here's the thing, repressed emotions don't disappear. They just switch languages. The feelings they swallow show up as anxiety, overthinking, perfectionism, burnout, or constant guilt for caring too much. Their heart races longer after conflict. Their brain stays on high alert for rejection. It's like their body becomes a diary, holding every feeling they were never allowed to say out loud. Here's where it gets even more complicated. People who feel this much don't just feel their emotions, they feel everyone else's too. They can walk into a room and sense tension before anyone speaks. A tiny pause in a friend's voice, a forced laugh, a shift in eye contact. They pick it all up instantly. That's called emotional attunement. For them, empathy isn't just kindness, it's instinct, it's a survival skill. If they can read the emotional temperature early, maybe they won't get blindsided or hurt again. But that same gift turns into a burden. They start carrying feelings that aren't theirs, absorbing stress, sadness, and disappointment like emotional sponges. In relationships, they often confuse intensity with love. If it's calm, they worry it's boring. If it's chaotic, it feels real. They fall hard, give a lot, and when things end, they don't just lose a person. They lose the version of themselves they handed over. Psychologists call this emotional fusion, when your sense of self gets tangled up in someone else's moods, approval, and attention, and it doesn't just show up in romance. At work, in friendships, in family, they're the ones who overextend, say yes when they're drained, and then blame themselves for being exhausted. They think being caring means never disappointing anyone, even if it means constantly abandoning themselves. But here's where things really start to shift. Because feeling deeply doesn't just break you, it also builds you. Emotional people are often the ones who turn all that intensity into something beautiful. Art, music, writing, creativity. So much of it comes from people who feel too much. Their sensitivity works like an antenna, tuning into the tiny details of human life most people walk right past. They don't just notice a moment, they live inside it, and then turn that raw feeling into something others can see, hear, or understand. Science even backs this up. Studies on emotional sensitivity show higher activation in parts of the brain linked to empathy and self-awareness. That's not trauma, that's wiring. But even with all that insight, emotional people can still get overwhelmed by their own inner storms. They think calming down means watering down who they are, when really emotional regulation isn't about shutting feelings off. It's about learning how to guide them. Like waves, emotions aren't meant to be stopped, just surfed. Here's the turning point most emotional people never get told about. The goal isn't to feel less, it's to feel without losing yourself. That's where boundaries come in. Not walls, but lines that say, I can care about you without becoming you. Emotions are signals, not verdicts. Feeling anxious doesn't always mean something bad is happening. Feeling rejected doesn't automatically mean you're unworthy. When you pause and think, I feel this so strongly, but is it actually true? You stop being dragged by every wave and start learning how to ride them. And that's when your depth becomes your superpower, not your undoing. Because this world doesn't actually need less emotion. It needs healthier emotion. It needs people who still cry at sunsets, who still get goosebumps from songs, who still care when it's easier not to. So if you're too emotional, you're not broken. You're just alive in high definition. Your job isn't to harden your heart, it's to ground it. Feel deeply, but wisely. Let emotions move through you, not own you. Because in a world that's half numb, the ones who feel too much are the ones who keep it human. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to our channel. We regularly share new videos focused on senior health, independence, aging well, and natural solutions. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below and feel free to share this video with friends or family who might benefit. More helpful videos are on the way. Until next time, take care and stay healthy.